You're watching Round Roanoke, your source for what's happening in the Valley. I'm your host, Alisha Starkey. Conflict. It's a word that makes most people uncomfortable, yet conflict is necessary and inevitable. Dealing effectively with conflict is a useful way to bring important issues to light, open the lines of communication, and strengthen relationships. In April, the Conflict Resolution Center will be hosting a seminar to teach the necessary skills involved in resolving difficulties. Here to share more about this class is the Conflict Resolution Center's Restorative Justice Program Coordinator, Donna Chewning. Donna, thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the Conflict Resolution Center.
Well, we're an organization that's nonprofit that's been around for almost 25 years now, and we've been providing services in the Valley to help people deal with conflict, sometimes just to sit with them as a mediator, but also sometimes just to provide them training and information about resolving conflict.
Okay, all right. And what type of services do you all provide at the Conflict Resolution Center?
We do mediation. We do trainings about helping people to be mediators or to learn how to resolve conflict. We also provide restorative justice processes for those people who have harmed someone and are trying to, heal that harm, and then parenting classes for those people who are wanting some build skills in parenting. So, and some special projects as well. Definitely
useful skills. So share a little bit about why people are so afraid of conflict.
Well, we just learned that it's bad, and we want to avoid it, and it feels uncomfortable. And usually when you feel like somebody's disagreeing with you, you get this bodily feeling, and so it just feels uncomfortable, so we just want to avoid it. So usually people resolve or address conflict in two ways, and that's attack it or avoid it. And people are oftentimes really amazed when they realize they avoid conflict in really interesting ways.
Absolutely. I can definitely raise my hand to that. So going back to the Conflict Resolution Center, what is your service area?
We provide service as far as Martinsville, Covington, Franklin County, and then all around Roanoke and Roanoke City, Roanoke County, Salem. So it's a really large area.
Okay, all right. Now to the main event. You all have the Mediation Skills Training, which is coming up April 3rd, 4th, and 5th, which is a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Share with us details about the event.
Well, we have a really good time. People learn about the way that they deal with conflict, their conflict style, and then recognize that there are many different conflict styles, and so when those different styles come together, they kind of clash. They learn about listening, and that usually when people are when they're talking to each other, they're not listening to understand. They're oftentimes just listening to respond.
Right.
So I tell people they're not listening, they're just reloading till they get a break to say something else.
Right.
But they also, learn a lot about just the opportunities that conflict can bring about. People need different things, but if you bring those ideas together, then you can come up with just some really interesting solutions.
Absolutely, absolutely. So over the course of the 3-day training session, walk us through some of the planned activities, because this is a very interactive seminar, is that correct?
Yeah, we have some really neat videos that we show about people in conflict. We do some presentation, but then there's a lot of interactive activities, and people do actually do the mediations step by step. They learn the whole process. They learn about confidentiality and about and how that applies to the situation. And so everybody gets to practice mediating with the others in the group. And so and we do have specific activities that are around listening and reframing and just getting the information about a situation. And so it's 3 jam-packed days of activities and information and all that. So
great. Well, Donna, we're just about out of time. So real quickly, what do you hope people walk away with from having attended this event?
I always hope that people walk away understanding themselves better and the way that they resolve conflict, and then also that they can use it in their home, in their work, in their community, that they have some new tools now.
Well, great. Thank you so much for being here. We'll make sure we post all the information related to the cost, time, and date up on the screen for our viewers.
Okay, thank you.
You can find out more about the Conflict Resolution Center's mediation skills training and other events happening in the Roanoke Valley on the community calendar coming up at the break. I'm Alisha Starkey, and you're watching Round Roanoke on Cox 9. Thanks for tuning in.